Okay, now we're on part 11, and as you see, we had a pretty good time of it lately, which is fortunate. Um, let's see what happens from here. Alright, what happened here? Okay, alright, I'm having a little trouble here. Alright, that's right, I remember this hand, so we'll go to the next one. Alright, don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna let that go. Ace King, let's see what happens here. Scary. Always scary when that happens. Guy with a relatively short stack limps in under the gun. I am just terrified of those kind of little bets. But then this guy goes all in. Oh my god, Jesus, what do I do? Well, look at my hand naturally. Ace King suited. Can I really fold that? I mean, let's think about it. I mean, yes, a lot of times a little limp under a gun like this is aces, maybe kings. Sometimes it's ace king. But I've gotten to the point where I've got to think, well, you know, I've got one of each. So the chances that he does have that are a little bit reduced. It could be, maybe we haven't gotten to the money yet, and this guy's just a little bit, you know, against committing with a hand like ace queen or tens or jacks or whatever, and he wants to limp in. So with that in mind, only because of the hand that one of the reasons because of the hand that I have, ace king, I just discount that he's got aces or kings enough that I'll go ahead and isolate. And he folds, so evidently he just, I don't know, he's just terrible, I guess. This, I'm not so sure what he's thinking. I guess he just absolutely was positive that this guy didn't have aces or kings and wanted to try to steal the dead money. Unfortunately for him, I woke up with a hand, or should I say, good thing for him that he managed to find his flush. But that's okay. I've been pretty fortunate so far in this game. Fortunately, also, he was kind of short, and I had enough to not get terribly hurt by that. So we move on. He goes all in again. Now this time for a much larger number. And here I am with pocket fours. Well, that makes the decision easier for pocket fours now, doesn't it? But let's look at this for a second. What kind of range can we put him on here? Well, we just saw him with queen 7, but really kind of short, and who knows, maybe he just felt that he hit his hearts. I don't know. Can I really go with fours here? I don't think I can, but again, I'm going to kind of slowly pull out this little chart that I got, which maybe one day I'll type up, but I don't know. I'm kind of personal about it. I did a lot of work to come up with it. But again, it's kind of having to do with some equity here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to really look at it, but that's pretty big. So we're going to call that at least, it's more than 11 big blinds. And the antes have fallen even a little under 10%, so it's not quite as juicy as it was earlier. I would need at least 45% equity here, and considering I have a player behind me, I may even call it 47. He's in the cutoff, but still, with the work that I've done messing with equities, if I'm assuming I need 47% to make this good, fours isn't going to be good enough. Sixes probably actually are high enough. Definitely sevens. But fours just isn't going to work here. It's just too far on the lower scale. It's kind of almost like twos. You're almost guaranteed to be racing. And there are going to be times I'm even crushed by fives. So not good. Not good enough. Like I said, sevens would have been really, really close and probably good enough to go with. Sixes are the ones that are really on the edge. But we didn't have to worry about that because this guy decided to go with it too. Yeah, look at that. Found nines and queens. Thank you for having queens to resist any temptation with my fours. And queens takes it. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything with that. But let's see here. Let's see, anything happen? Yep. Dude 3X's. Which gives me an idea that maybe this guy isn't quite used to these spots. I mean, most guys have any kind of experience behind them. I've come to learn that they'll make their raises smaller. But he elected the 3 exit. So I have to give up my King Jack. And he takes the pot. Perhaps I could have raised this. Maybe thinking back on it, I mean, I probably could have, but two reasons why I didn't. One, I don't even know if I'm raising Queen 10 here, believe it or not. Suited, I would. So that was one reason why I elected not to. Though, you know, with the stack that I have, maybe I should start applying some pressure to these people. But I had two stacks here that I would be forced to call if I got shoved on. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do it with Queen 10. You know, I wonder if maybe this is a spot that I could, especially if we're on the bubble, which I wish this thing could tell me somehow if I was or not. You know, on the bubble, maybe I could have gone here, but I didn't. It looks like maybe I could have.
So, there's people in here.